Welcome to the Everyday Awesome Project, where we bring you inspirational stories and game-changing strategies to live your most awesome life. Hey, superstars, Polly here.
And Sam Pruitt. What's up, beautiful humans?
I think we're going to be up on the screen a little bit more than we usually do because we're having a good old time today. What the fuck now are they up to?
WTF, what's up now?
Yeah, what the
Hello. Oh my God, this is so good, dude, because how long have we been working together on this particular Everyday Awesome project?
Coming up on 2 years. Coming up on 2 years.
No way.
I know.
Okay.
Yeah.
The fact that we had, even back in the origins of the podcast, we knew we would become a place for humans to have programming opportunities, live experiences, community, all that stuff. And the fact that it's now happening, and I want to give tribute to you because you're the one making it happen. I'm over here distracted with 20,000 other things, and you're like, I'm freaking doing it. We're going. I'm like, okay, go.
Building it.
1,000% build it.
Well,
Like
you're always the voice of us. Like you're the one that's like, oh, I'm going to go tell 10,000 people. Like you're able to get the, and I'm like, all right, I'm going to put everything in place and like you drop them in and we're going to have fun and we're going to play with them and we're going to transform some lives as we go, So it works. It works.
So this episode literally is the formal invitation.
Oh yeah, lots of them. Lots of them. We got some teasers. We got things coming. We got things on the books. We got things coming, y'all. So
yeah.
So
all right.
I
mean, there's no avoiding us now. I mean, listen, if you're not in love with us yet, you will be by the time of this episode launches and or, in future experiences together. Like we're ready to play live with humans. And that's basically, we've been doing that on a small scale for a long time.
Yeah.
And we've both been doing that separate from one another for a very, very long time. But this is next freaking level. So you're going to start us off by talking about the Come Alive program.
Yeah, what's coming, you guys? So the short term is we're recording this in late July, so this will go live, I believe, beginning of August of 2025. So whenever you're listening to this, so you might hear some things that are historical and some things, we're going to project that are going to continue on and be more evergreen. So the Come Alive, the program that I've created is I'm just like, it's an incubator. It's like people who want to come. So it's an 8-week online Zoom group of change makers who are people who it's all about people who are like, something has been preventing me, mostly me, right? Like that person's been preventing themselves from getting up to something, changing something, reaching their potential, accomplishing something, getting something off the ground, leaning into something, right? Some growth opportunity. And by the end of 8 weeks, it's like action, 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 right? Knocking down beliefs, get that out of the way, get a roadmap, get a vision, let's go and be surrounded in community. Because the inspiration for the Come Alive program was like the times in my life over and over again where I have made big leaps, I've put myself at risk, if you will. I've put a lot on the line or whatever, or I've had growth that like I turn back and I go, that fundamentally changed the course of my life. I was surrounded in a group, right? You know me as somebody who's 30 years, 20 years, whatever it has been, women's circles, spiritual circles.
You're a groupie. You're a groupie.
I'm a group leader. I'm a group builder. I'm facilitator, whatever. Like we both love, you're great with your race teams and the groups that you've created and getting kids motivated, and running and things like that, communities. You're building Run Right Now with REI, with the hiking groups. So this 8-week Come Alive is like get in, get with other powerful people who will hold space for you and will just like cause you. Will be like your biggest cheerleaders, your biggest like pushing you to like do the thing that you've been putting off. And not like a hard ass way, like, this is a grind, but like a joyful come alive way. It's like you're gonna be inspiring and be inspired by the people in the group. So I don't know. I have so much I want to say about it. Anything that you want to add or any questions or?
Well, all of that is true. And then there'll be an actual strategy and action plan that you will prepare with support, of course, and then start executing.
Yeah.
So to be clear, in that 8 period of time, it's not like we're just going to sit around and talk about kumbaya, all these wonderful things and love on each other. GSD, get shit done. Okay.
Action with a capital A.
Yes. And so by the time you leave the program, you've actually launched your whatever the thing is, fill
Hmm.
in the blank for you. So that's a very short runway to get a lot of things done. You're the queen of efficiency and getting stuff done. So I have total belief that that's going to happen. But for the individual, it's a very small commitment out of the window of your life,
Yeah.
8 weeks to be like, I think I'll be this person now. Bye. I'm going, what? Bye. I'm going, bye. I mean, that's huge. It's huge.
And that's not
What a
to say,
gift you're giving to the world.
well, and it's not to say that these things won't, so like one of the gals that is in the program that's launching, like her goal is to, so she's got a quote job, that a project she's already signed on for like the next 6 months, right?
Okay.
But this will get her like in action with people, with resources. She's like, wow, this is perfect timing because the month of August, I like have a gap between my next project. So like I can get all this created, I would just be sitting around and kind of doing it on my own and what ifing, right?
Wasting time.
Yeah, yeah. And she's
Hmm.
like, it's perfect. I'll get this. And then so I complete that project and I'm implementing steps, maybe it's so for her personally, it's going from having a job doing project-based work there she's traveling to creating her own business, right? And so
Okay.
there's a runway for that. It's not like, oh, insta business in 2 weeks or something like that. But whatever that looks like. And the other gal, she has an established business, but she's got I'm just talking about a couple people that have already told me what they're up to and what they want to get up to in this group. And it's like, business has been down. This is what I've been doing. I need to make some shifts in my business to, regrow it and, kind of relaunch herself, right? So she's kind of, dad died, is putting some things off, sort of, people around her not flourishing, if you will. I was like, you need to get your ass around people who are flourishing and are up to stuff, right? So stop floundering and start flourishing. So yeah. So that's what I'll say about Come Alive. We'll put a link in the show notes to this so that if it's in the time period before August and you want to join us, would love to. And I could see, so I suspect that this group is going to like so light people up that people are gonna be like, what did you do? I want to get into that. So I'm pretty sure there's gonna be one on just after it in the fall of 2025. So stay tuned. So more Come Alives as like a launching pad, a get the juice started, get that momentum going, right?
Exactly. In any area of your life, you spoke about a couple business examples, but it could also be in health. It could also be in relationship. It could also be in finance. It could also be in, okay, fill in the blank for your life.
Totally.
Besides that, what about the Alive Alliance?
Yes,
Coming
yes.
soon to a theater near you.
Well, and this was when we were on our little snippet of the PCT, the Pacific Crest Trail, back in Big Bear earlier this year. It was like sharing a vision I had for like, so Alliance came from, you know, there's so many. There's such an undercurrent of like competition and like you gotta just like work hard against people and stuff like that. I'm like, man, we could all do so much better if we collaborated instead of competed, right? And so I looked up words that were like, what do people do when they come together to make things better, right? And it's like alliances. Alliances are formed so that everybody does better, right? We
Mhm.
all working towards we may not be doing the same thing in that alliance, but we're all working towards a commonality where all the boats rise together, right? So aliveness is just one of my favorite words, man. I'm seeing how when people are lit up in their life with whatever personally lights them up, you can stay in the business or the job or the life that you have, but enlivening it, like coming alive inside of it, that's that unmet potential. It's like when our potential is like trapped inside of us and we're not fulfilling upon it, we just get stifled and dissatisfied and kind of wither, right? So
Mhm.
the Alive Alliance is bringing together healers, coaches, transformational experts, resources, all these things as a collaborative energy to serve people who want to come alive and want to stay alive, for gosh sakes, right?
In community. So it'll be a community that they join
Yeah. Yeah.
if they so choose, where shit's going down, lady. It is going down. So irrelevant of where they come into the program and community, they
Mhm.
will drop into education and resources and coaching based on whatever is
Mhm.
maybe currently on fire for them. And then they can move into other arenas of their life and chip away at a gradual transformation of everything, or really double down on one area. Let's say it's health and fitness and wellness, and they would spend a lot of time with me, or maybe they would be really spending a lot of time with finance or with business development or whatever, depending on what they're up to in their life. All of
Mhm.
those resources are under one umbrella, all of us hanging out together. And another reason I'm so excited about being part of that as one of the coaches is I get to play with A team players every day. Get out of here. I mean, seriously, my
Mm.
life won't be getting any better at that point. Like, that is just what it's about for somebody like me, one of the coaches, is I want to be in those spaces. Yes, I want to help the people and grow the community, but I want to be with 18 players. And I know you incredibly well, but I know what we will build in terms of that alliance of coaching and educators. It's going to be incredible.
Totally, totally, and just
Damn.
big hearted, like
All love, baby.
love and people who are like, I want you to be your best. I see you at your best. What can I do to support you at your best? And then the coaches, we're just on fire with each other also, or the collaborators, whatever it attracts. It's like this nucleus, I kind of figure it like there's a lot of people that they pay a lot with their time. They don't pay money for watching television. It's like they plug into these networks and these media outlets or whatever, and they get fed all this like life sucking information, and it's like this is going to be something you plug into, and anytime you go to it, you get fed. It's like you're fed, you're resourced, you come out like bing, right? And it's like, who doesn't want to be in that network and be feeding it and supporting it and sharing in it, right?
Mhm,
Mm.
mhm. It's a container. It's a
Yeah.
container.
Yeah. So stay tuned for that as that gets off the ground. And we with Everyday Awesome, our own media channel is growing. So, we've been like we're almost 2 years in. We've definitely had our podcasts on audio channels, and now we're getting our videos like this one on YouTube. So excited. So
Follow us on YouTube. You'll
yeah.
actually see what we look like.
It's-
Um,
and
and hair and makeup still hasn't shown up. I mean, I don't know when they're coming to
yeah,
to the
yeah.
makeover.
That's
You'll see us real live, messy, imperfect,
mm,
fucking beautiful, just raw humans, dude. This is who we are. This is who we want our audience to be. We are not judgmental people. We want all people to be part of this with us.
yeah.
And we're going to put out to the world, like we already have been, but much more
Mm,
live, real content of us doing things, working with people, being out in this space, and sharing some of the little love nuggets, Sam Jams and polyisms and all the fun things, just to keep people kind of ignited and fired up and connected to us.
totally, totally. There's
Mhm.
enough, nonsense or fake news or fake whatever. And it's like, this will be your home for like real stuff and real nuggets of like what's worked for us or people we interview. It's like, yeah, that's truth, brother. Like I hear you.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
more we're growing on that channel. And then
Yeah.
the end of the year, we are going to do, yes, something that I've done and you've done, I know. So in December of 2025, we're going to do a month long, don't know exactly how many sessions, but it'll probably be 4 sessions. We'll see. Completing and creating your year. So create 2025 powerfully, put that baby to bed, take all the lessons, all the yummy stuff out of it, great, and launch and create 2026 anew, right?
Mhm.
It's a wonderful process. Great. It's amazing how the mind works with like the end of the week or the beginning of a month, right? Like oh yeah, I'll get motivated to start that on the first. It's like there's a big thing in our just circadian about the end of the year. So let's complete powerfully, and we'll walk you through processes that you've done, I've done, journaling, meditations, all that good stuff in community with other
Mhm.
human beings, getting up to stuff. And we'll be able to share that and like powerfully create 2026 anew. So,
Yeah, don't drag the old crap along with you. Only take what's serving you moving forward.
and there's processes for that. There's
Oh, yeah.
processes
You
to
have to be
like,
very intentional about that baggage.
yeah, like
Bye.
I had a call the other day. I was like reaching out to somebody that I hadn't talked to in a long time. And just like in a little, I was like, oh, how you doing? Whatever. And it was just all this share of all the stuff that she's been carrying for years. And just
Oh,
like got some PTSD about this and da, 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 still wearing the COVID mask. And I was like, whoa, okay, like just kind of carrying that around with her, and I'm like, stop it, stop it. You don't need that, right?
now we'll help them put it all down.
Yeah. Just let
Okay.
that go. Yes.
Lighten the load.
Like you.
I'm crazy excited about the last thing we have to share. So
What?
it's Transformation Travel Edition.
Yes.
So you're a wanderlust gypsy, literally. I love to travel also. We understand the power of leaving your home and everyday environment in order to really transformate from the inside out. And
Mhm.
so we will be hosting a
Mm.
travel edition in 2026,
Maybe a
maybe a couple of them.
couple. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, we're in talks with a company that helps, people like us bring groups together and like organizes it for us. Because part of it is like, we're not a mega monopoly here with all kinds of support or whatever. We do have a team, but it's like we got this company that's like, hey, we'll do all that, all that the logistics for you. We're like, you're hired. Okay, let's go. Let's go. We just want
Yeah.
to create the fun, the experiences, put people through, challenges, opportunities, experiences that get them inside themselves, learning, growing, right? And I'm kind of thinking part scavenger hunt, part inner scavenger hunt, part outer scavenger hunt, right?
There will be some nature involved. We will be naturing.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. And
Yeah.
growing,
And
growing.
growing and
So
growing.
good, so good. So how do people decide like what to do? What, like
They
so
don't have to decide right now, but what they need to decide right now is they sure the hell better follow us, or else they're not going to find out about any of this. So
yeah,
that's the basic is
see,
however you're pursuing yourself, your life online these days, people, be following us.
yeah,
And we'll put a link
yeah.
in this episode on YouTube and as well as on our social media when we drop this.
Mhm.
Links to all the things. And of course, we'd like to send you an email because then it'll have the actual invitation to all the events that are going to be going on. And then you can see, what's the time frame, what's the cost associated, what's all involved. And it'll be a menu, basically. We're going to
Yeah.
send you a menu, an appetizer menu for your
Yeah.
life. Oh, this is your life. Pick an appetizer that best suits your taste buds.
And so you can sign up now just to receive those updates as they come out, everydayawesomeproject.com. So that's just our home for all ways you can stay in touch with us, get our updates on social, of course. You can follow and friend us there and subscribe here on YouTube. But it's gonna be so fun.
And the other thing that we're both big fans of doing is somebody can just DM us and have a conversation. So they can message us and we'll communicate with them, or we literally will take a phone call and do a little inquiry and unpacking. I mean, a brief one, but just to see if, hey, does this resonate with you or not? Is this really based on what you're telling us the right fit? Or what of these programs would be the best fit?
For
Call
sure.
us up. We're real people.
Yeah,
We like to talk to real people.
and I have a calendar on my website now for, if you want to schedule a discovery session, like let's talk. Like, oh man, I
Mm.
heard you guys talk about this and I've been wanting to do this in my life. And it's like, okay, okay, here's what we have for you. So and we don't bite. I mean, for God's sake, we're just here to serve people and support them. And sometimes we didn't know, but we might give you a little swift kick sometimes because that's what you need. But
So
otherwise,
that's what we're up to. But let's talk about the why.
hmm,
Okay. Not only why are we called to do this work,
hmm,
because we don't know how not to be the people that we are. Like you're telling me about, oh, it's Leo season. No wonder you're all cray cray right now. And I just got off this big backpacking solo trip. So I'm coming with a certain energy to the space. But we are literally called to do this work because my personal reasons are
hmm,
I had my own mental and physical health breakdown at age 30, and I
hmm,
rebuilt my life from scratch at that point. I mean, everything, job, all the things were broken.
hmm,
And during the last 25 years, I've learned some things. And I committed, even way back then when I made my initial transformation, to give this service in some way, shape, or form to humanity. Basically, anybody that would talk to me or look me in the eyeballs. Could I have some kind of positive impact on them? Could I help them to understand what their own worth and
hmm,
potential are? Could I, in some way, facilitate a conversation or a connection or some kind of support system to help them see what's possible for them? Because I had suffered for so long, and you have a not too uncommon story as well. And that suffering is real. Like
mm,
we so identify with that as part of the life journey. And
mm,
we're here to help people in whatever capacity we can
mm,
to not suffer and to make changes in their own life with their own physical health, their emotional health, their financial health, their business health, their relationship health. And so that's why I can't not do this. What about
and
you?
yeah, and I think something to keep in mind is like we're still growing. We're still
Mhm.
discovering and learning. Like I am not here to say, "Oh, I got it all figured out. I know all the answers here. Let me be your guru or something." It's like, "No." Like
No.
do have we been through some tunnels and do we are we out in the light and have been able to look back and go, can I lean back and help one through? Can I help someone else through? Absolutely, right? And we still have our own tunnels that we're growing through. So
Mhm.
this is not the Polly and Sam or end all be all, but there's some things that we do know, and we would love to share that and teach that. And I just find that and here's my woo woo, you love this. The When I have been discovering through the study of something, a body of work that's around human design and gene keys, Gene, gene keys. That work is a little bit along the lines like of astrology, and there's some I Ching in it, things like that. And this work says that we have like a unique DNA that is like you have a fingerprint, I have a fingerprint, and we have a fingerprint of DNA. And inside of that DNA are these elements, right? A shallow shadow element, like when we're in our shadow self or our not self, what we tend to do. So, like, one of them for me is compromise, right? And so, when I'm compromising my life, when I'm taking work that I don't want to do, when I'm in a relationship that's not fulfilling, when I'm not feeding my body good food, right? Like I feel the shadow side, the darkness, the heaviness. And when I'm in competence, which is I know what's right for me. I share my gifts with the world. I'm a yes for the person that I want to be with, right? When I'm leaning into the competence of like I know, right? And trusting that, I'm lighter, I'm more in action, adventure, And so I've got different ones and we do. And it's like some of mine are leading me to do work like this because I'm just called to share these gifts. It's like I've accumulated all this stuff. One of my gene keys is like sharing my competence, sharing my mastery. I think a lot of years why I did all the coaching, and I just said this the other day, one of my keys is around being the confidant, right?
Mhm.
Someone that people can like, I'm the secrets holder of people's lives, right? I was telling me, I was like, I don't know why that is. I don't know why people come to me and they tell me their secrets, whether it's in coaching or just like friendships and stuff, but they often do, and I don't share it, but I'm just sort of like this resource house for that, right? And that's just how I'm built. And you, the diplomat, right? It's like how you're built. You're built to help people, work well together and whatnot. And so the alive,
And work through really, really messy things. I'm an expert in that. I don't know
yeah.
what I, messy things find me. So it's interesting how we attract and people who are having messy scenarios or really uncomfortable
Well, untangling.
situations.
You're good at like the untangling and helping people see the path out and like get where they want to go instead of just, rotating on an endless, inaction dial, right?
Yeah, and it comes from a place of helping people. I had to do this myself, and this is one of the things I feel so strongly about in terms of gifting to others is really, really understanding
Mm,
your worth
mm,
in the world,
mm,
to yourself, to the world, and just the sense of belonging that comes with that really, really deep inner knowing.
mm,
And that requires work. I
mm,
mean, we were born with it and then it got taken from us, stripped away, beat out of us, pummeled out of us, convinced out of us, all of those things. And so unpacking that is just something I want everybody to do because we're on one life cycle that we know of.
mm,
Hopefully there's more, but there's no guarantees. One body, one brain, one life cycle. And so really feeling your sense of true worth and belonging in the world, within yourself and within the world,
mm,
is the most empowering thing that we can
mm.
give to any other human. And I am going to do that all damn day.
For sure, for sure.
Mhm,
So
mhm.
good. So we hope that what the fuck we're doing now has inspired some really yummy juice inside of you. Like if you're feeling a stirring like we are, like, my God, it's like Christmas is coming, like, oh
Mhm.
my God, what are they going to do next? And I can't wait to do that. And I want to be a part of this.
And that's why we're calling it that, is because people say that to us all the time. What the hell are you doing now? What are you guys doing now? What is it? Where are you now? What are you doing? And we're like, okay, well, that's what we should call the episode.
Totally, totally. So there was no teaser here, or there's no, what is it they say? Like a bait and switch, right? It's like,
No.
this is a real thing. It's like, we get this, we get asked this a lot. I was telling somebody, I was like,
Mhm.
oh yeah, we're going to start whatever. She's like, where are you going to be? I'm like, yeah, where am I going to be? I'm not sure by then. I'll let you know. Like in 2 weeks, like I think I'm going to be in Canada here soon. That's calling
You're
me.
going to be in your motorhome moving around the United States of America, or maybe leaving the country in that motorhome. We don't know.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
just don't know,
But
people.
it's going to be fun. So we want you along for the ride. So woohoo!
Totally, totally. And so if somebody's listening to this and this is sparking a fire, maybe a little spark, a smoldering, smoky
Mhm.
spark inside their spirit, inside their soul,
Yeah.
there's something there to not ignore. Don't
Mm.
pour water on it.
Yes.
Don't pour water on it. It's there for a reason. Okay.
Yeah, I think too many people, one of the things that I have learned from many years of not starting and not doing things and watching life just slip on by, years of, there
Yeah.
it goes. Oh, or like having an idea and then like, oh, somebody else comes out with it. I was like, damn, I had that, whatever. It's like, if you have it, like lean into it, like take an action, get like, oh, I should just, I'm going to message them some message, some way of connecting with us or do something in your life. If you're called to talk to us, connect with us, great. Or if it's like, oh, I need to call that person or whatever. Do not wait. Don't even wait another 5 minutes. Like after this, do it. So,
Exactly. Exactly. And what we kind of outlined at the beginning in terms of the variety of things we're going to be up to, one of the reasons that there's such a variety, we like a lot of action and adventure and fun things to get up to, and we're creative humans. But for the listener, for the participant, for the human on the other end of this voice, everything there is affordable. So there's a variety of opportunities, right? We wanted to really, this was very important to us when we decided to start creating programs, is, we want all comers.
tears, yeah, tears of
Yeah.
experience, like what you're up to. Yeah.
Well, depending on where you're up to, depending on what your budget is, depending on what your timeline is, depending on what phase of life you're in, depending on 50,000 things that are called you, there's going to be something for everybody. We don't want to feel like people maybe are overwhelmed by something that feels too big, whether a time commitment or financially or whatever. Maybe that's just not a phase of life that they're at right now, but they want to get started. They want to start moving in the direction of their dreams. So maybe they can't drive 100 miles an hour right now, but they can start taking steps in that direction. And so we are open to all of that,
Mhm.
not having an expectation that don't come unless you're an advanced student of personal growth. That's not what we're, you know,
Mhm. Just
anybody.
come willing to learn, come willing to grow.
For if you're a human, and frankly, we would take animals if we could get
No,
the animals to sign up.
no, no. I want to caveat that. No, we don't want people who don't want to act.
Oh,
Like
that's true.
like
That's
like
true.
you have to have a propensity for like I want to do because if we're not going to hang out with people that are just like
Talking.
yeah, like more of the same. We're not into more of the same. Anything like we embrace change, we embrace growth, we embrace transformation
Mm.
wholeheartedly. If you just want to stay the same, if you just want your life, it's like I got a nice comfortable life. Have a nice comfortable life. Great, share it with us.
No judgment.
Totally. Totally.
Mhm.
We that's what we want people to have is a life that they enjoy and are thriving in it. But if you're not experiencing that and you want to get up to something and you're like I'm afraid of whatever, right? That's okay. Like we've done things afraid too, right? But just
Oh
be
yeah,
like, okay, I'm going to do this afraid. And we got you. We got you, right? Because we're doing things afraid too.
that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Thanks for clarifying. Yeah, this
Yeah.
isn't the comfort zone, but we will be there by your side for all the fun things that are
Comfort
called
with
growth.
discomfort. That's one of your things. It's like get comfortable being uncomfortable. So,
Hmm.
yeah. All right. Any one thing that we want to leave? I would say take some action to stay in touch with us. Subscribe.
Connect or stay
Oh,
in touch.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Connect or stay in touch. Connect right now. We're cool. We're open to that. Let's chat, or at least follow along and stay in touch so you can see what the opportunities are when the menu gets published.
Yeah, and if it's
Because
not
I
working out,
know, because I know you're hungry.
yeah. And we got something to eat over here. We got something to eat for you. We got some good nutrition. Get you up, get you up, get your energy going. So,
Totally. All right, lady.
all right, what do you have to
Looks like
say?
looks like we're doing this.
Yes, we are. It's
We're putting
there.
it out to the world. That means it's actually happening.
It is. We've already spoken it. It's done. It's done.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I dig it. So, well, as we
Oh.
close, what do we want to tell our beautiful humans? Remember, what do they want to remember?
How your life feels is more important than how it looks.
Easy to speak, not always easy to live, but we hope you are. And
Terrific.
remember, every day is your opportunity to find your awesome.